What are you doing? What are you doing?
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Hello there guys, gals, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Leipalarden, and custom games, I think we can all agree, are simply amazing. The collection of silly, serious, horrifying, and laughably funny maps and game modes that the Halo community has created have been the crux for many a fond memory. In fact, some of my favourite memories of playing Halo are from custom games. I made friends in those lobbies that I still talk to this day, and it was Halo's lifeblood. Custom games are what kept the Halo community alive after the official support like map packs and DLC stopped. And with the advent of the custom games browser in Halo 5, which has since carried over to the Master Chief Collection and Halo Infinite, it's made hopping into a custom game lobby easier than ever. No more spamming invites to recent players or begging your friends to hop online. Instead, you can just start a lobby and wait for others to join or dive right into one that another player is hosting. It's like a big virtual playground. All those games you used to play as kids in school like tag, hide and seek, and variations of, but it's on Halo. It's one of my favorite aspects about Halo, and so it really upsets me to see this. 5 lobbies. 5 small lobbies. That's what it took for the custom games browser to die. Well, I'm exaggerating somewhat, but all of which were sparsely populated and with people that were just down bad. Like, you really playing One Flag CTF on Bazaar right now, bro? You want to talk about it? I posted this on Twitter, follow me please, on the Monday night that I hopped on, and it was Kid Skull who pointed out that even Halo 5 had more active lobbies in its custom games browser. Halo 5! Which is definitely one of the Halo games of all time. And it's not a one-off thing. Infinite's custom games browser is seeing significantly less activity now since I first checked on Monday. I had a look during peak times for the US, Friday night, their time, and there was a little over 30 lobbies, which isn't bad, though you know how many were on the MCC? 107. Now you might be saying,
but the Master Chief Collection has 4 different games in it. How do you expect Infinite to compete?
my brother in Christ, Infinite's multiplayer, including custom games last I checked, is free to play. There's no toll gate to stop people from giving Infinite Customs a try like there is for the MCC. There's no logical reasoning for Infinite to not have more people playing it, and by extension, custom games too. So what's going on here? What happened to Infinite's custom games browser? And why does it have so few people playing it compared to the MCC, a comparatively older set of games with less impressive forge tools to make awesome maps for custom games? And what can be done to hopefully fix this issue and breathe some life into one of Infinite's only community features? Well, the biggest issue facing Halo Infinite's custom games browser is its location. I don't mean geographically, I mean on Infinite's main menu. A quick look through some of the comments left on my Twitter post seemed to indicate that there were some people who had literally no idea where the customs browser was or even what it was. Deadass, this guy had no idea what the screenshot I took was, and I don't blame him. The customs browser, as fellow Aussie legend Footed Ghost pointed out, is hidden away at the back of Infinite's main menu in the community tab, when really it should be on the front page. Compare this to the MCC or Halo 5's positioning of the customs browser, and it's right there on the main screen under custom games, not several tabs deep under community. Like, sure, custom games are all about community, I'll give them that, but you don't see other multiplayer games hiding their server browsers at the back of the main menu like it's something to be ashamed of. Which leads me to my next point. I think this might have been an intentional decision from 343 to hide it back there like some forgotten red-headed middle child, because the customs browser is not stable at all. It's held together with tape, toothpicks, and dreams. A dream that one day you'll be able to join a customs lobby with your friends, but currently, Well, you can't. You and your friends all have to join the game one at a time, which if you have mates like mine who have about all the coordinative competence of Joe Biden after 7 beers, then it just doesn't work. Why is it so hard to just get your friends to join your fire team, then you can all join a custom game? Like, it worked in the MCC, how can you have a feature in your game that's all about being social, but it doesn't let you bring your friends with you? Then there's connection issues like this, or ridiculously long loading times. Sometimes you'll get kicked out of a lobby for no reason, or your game will just crash. Why are you like this? There's no option to queue up specific maps and game modes in the browser like you can on the MCC, so instead of loading right into the next game once your current one is over, the host has to faff around in the menu, which kills the momentum. Leaving a fire team is a hassle. Like, why do I have to go to this secondary menu to leave the lobby? Just let me hit escape or the B button on my controller so I can leave. Why do I have to refresh the browser when I choose to sort the games differently? Why does this UI have to be so dog shit? I think the other attributable reason for the failure of the customs browser is the lack of game modes. Don't really need to say it again, but without Infection, you're missing out on like 80% of the best custom games. It's neat that people have the ability to glitch the game out and add it in, but it's also not as good as just having the mode readily available for people to select and alter the settings to fit their needs. Other fun party game modes like Griffball are absent, and I'm sure you can script it in Forge, but not everyone has a degree in computer coding and Forgeonomics. If you want people to make new maps and game modes, you've got to lower that barrier to entry from Forge Mastermind to Smooth Brain. You got to bring that shit way down. Finally, there's got to be more promotion of the customs browser. The community features post on Halo Waypoint that shows off some awesome Forge maps every month is a great start. But let's push these community creations even more. Let's push the customs browser as the outlet for the Halo community to share and partake in all these different maps and modes even more. Do another series of marketing for the browser. Anyone who missed that winter update in November or December, whenever it was, probably wouldn't even know it exists because it was just quietly shadow dropped. Get some short clips and highlights of people playing on some Forge maps. Really tug at the heartstrings with remakes of old favorites that people used to play on Halo 3 and Reach, like Jenga and Speed Halo, and show off exciting brand new things in that trailer as well. Maybe reach out to some content creators and ask them to showcase some of their favorite maps. Pair that with a major update that fixes a lot of the problems that I've mentioned, and I'd bet good money that people would be interested. What's happened here, as far as I can tell, is the perfect storm of bad design choices, and I think it shows how a poor decision for one aspect of Infinite can consequently affect a completely different and at first glance seemingly unrelated part of the game, like custom games and the customs browser. And consequently, you can see how this has affected player retention and population. Everything has a knock-on effect. The menu and UI, they're so atrocious, and the stability is so unbelievably weak that I have no doubt that it's affecting people's decision to use the browser. What's wrong with a functional and easy to navigate vertical drop-down menu, instead of whatever in the Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2 Hulu streaming platform looking ass shit this is? It would definitely help if community features, the thing that literally keeps the game alive and has historically been one of Halo's major reasons for its success, wasn't treated like some low-level, oh, we'll get around to it eventually kind of priority. It was good that 343 released the customs browser when they did, but it's been almost 5 months, and several updates later with minimal improvement. And that's just a shame, because I've seen the amazing work that Forgers are doing, creating some truly stellar maps with a ton of effort, but no one is playing them. Infinite's community just feels so barren right now. The channels that I used to watch who made content on custom maps and modes, they aren't doing it anymore. This once massive part of the Halo community has been completely starved and forgotten about, and I think that's also impacting the game's longevity. Like I mentioned at the start of the video, custom games are what kept Halo alive when official support stopped. The community is the best lifeline a developer could ask for, because they're constantly making more content for you through Forge. You just need to give the players an easy way of playing that content that, to quote Todd Howard, just works. I love custom games in Halo. I love the people you meet along the way and all the weird characters you come across. I love discovering a new map and game type that I've never played before and saving it for later so I can play it again and show my friends. They're a fun time. And I wish more people knew that and could experience these things for themselves in Infinite, which has so much potential to be the next evolution of that virtual playground that Halos 3, Reach, and 4 were for me when I was growing up back in the day. I know 343 are experiencing some hardship at the moment and some kind of massacre at their studio with senior leadership and developers dropping like flies, but please do something to draw attention to and fix the customs browser and just custom games in general, because they're arguably one of Infinite's strongest assets. What once were two of Halo's most committed community pillars, the creatives and the casuals who enjoyed the variety of custom games, they're not hanging around. Where Halo used to be in a unique position with Forge, you've now got creative mode in Fortnite popping off, and there's leaks of a map editor coming to Modern Warfare 2 that are both posing some strong competition. If anything, this should be a wake-up call. All the community content made about custom maps and modes, for example YouTube videos, that would showcase a map and game type proved to be hugely popular during the life cycle of previous Halo games. That was basically free advertising. Those videos used to reach people who never knew what could be made in Halo, or had never even played Halo, but they saw people having a great time and no doubt thought, that looks like fun, went out and bought the game because of custom games. Halo used to be that game, with a thriving social community that sold through good word of mouth and showcases of the community's creations. Custom games are, and still can be, a big part of that. If the recent success of Fortnite's creative mode says anything, it's that the interest in fun, casual, chaotic, competitive, scary, eerie, breathtaking, nostalgic, and new experiences is there. The want for variety is there. What are some of your favorite custom game modes in Halo? Please let me know in the comment section down below. If you feel the same way about Halo custom games, make sure to send this video to your friends, give it a like, and of course, subscribe as well. You wouldn't. You're way scared!